And we are back on our episode of NBA 2K14. You saw the earlier episode, last episode, you saw the Portland Trail Blazers dominated over Denver Nuggets by 19 points. 110-91, Damian Lillard got 30-11, LaMarcus Aldridge got 24, and Evan Fournier got 22 points, JaVale McGee got 16, and Ty Lawson's got 12 points and 14 assists. What a huge night for the Rip City belongs to the Blazers. And we saw the second matchup. We got the second matchup of the day featuring the two of the highly superstars. You know in the last episode, the last meeting, first matchup between those two teams, Heat and the Lakers, down to the wire in a game-winning shot by LeBron James. Kobe Bryant got 32 points. Nick Young got 30 points. On the other hand, Steve Nash got 10 and 9 as failed to double-double. On the other hand, for the Miami Heat, and I stuck the controller once again. I'm gonna click there on Miami Heat. You saw LeBron James got 33 points and 14 assists. Ray Allen got 26 points and Mario Chalmers got 23 without Dwayne Wade because of injury. The last matchup due to the injury inside the Christmas. And now they will meet again for the second time this season. But check out in-game music is ready to go. And here we go, guys. Second matchup of the day were of the Miami Florida featuring the two of the superstars featuring Kobe Bryant of the Los Angeles Lakers take on LeBron James of the Miami Heat. And for this game, the Lakers are going to use the purple and the Heat, I'm going to use the white hot jersey. And then more importantly, the Heat will be used the white hot jersey again until April 6th against the New York Knicks. That will be another white hot jersey team for the Heat. So that'll do it for now. This is Andre Kenshin. We'll be right back after this. Enjoy the video here in Miami, Florida at the American Airlines Arena. Anyways, let's get started. Enjoy the video, and now we are sending over to Kevin Harlan here in Miami. For now, let's get started. Enjoy the video. Here we go.
Hi and welcome. This is Damon Bruce and you're watching 2K Sports. Thursday night in the NBA. It's the Los Angeles Lakers going up against the Miami Heat. And now let's send you down to South Beach for opening tip. Kevin Harlan standing by.
And there, a bit earlier, the Heat getting mentally and physically ready. We're in a place they call the American Airlines Arena in downtown Miami, Florida. Right on the water, the home of the Heat, where we're broadcasting live today. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. And guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Pau Gasol?
Well, great length and skill for Gasol, guys. People forget he's one of the best post scorers in the game. A little underrated, if that's possible. He can finish with either hand, great footwork. He can score on the block. He can face you up and knock down a jump shot. To me, he's the most skilled big man in the game right now.
And Steve, you talk about his skill level, his passing and vision for a big guy. Really unique and special. Whether on the high post or low post, he does an excellent job finding his teammates for hoops.
Looking at the Lakers, they want to turn it around after the loss to Chicago.
Their defense got absolutely destroyed in that game, guys. They weren't closing out on the perimeter shooters. They were allowing people to get into the paint and score from point blank range. Just an overall abysmal effort.
Yeah, something was missing, no doubt about that. They let an opponent shoot a really high percentage, and that's got to be a concern going forward. You know, one of the things about the Heat since the Big Three has come together is that they've been able to find the right kinds of veteran players to step in and fill specific roles for this team as they've won a couple of championships now.
Stolen by Chalmers. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Miami on defense. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Well, Kevin, they constructed a perfect offensive game plan going into that game, and it was quickly apparent how powerless the defense was to stop it.
Powerless is a good way to put it, Steve. We're unlikely to see that many uncontested baskets again anytime soon.
And it's easy to have players want to join the Heat when they're competing for an NBA title every season. Steve, even then, they find the ones that most fit their offensive and defensive philosophy, and that's when they're going to come up big for them.
Yeah, for sure. This team has done such a good job putting together this roster around LeBron and Wade. Think about Birdman in the playoffs last year. Battier coming in here as a stretch four. They just found the right players and the right mix, and that's one of the big reasons why this team is back-to-back NBA champs.
And that one's good by Kobe.
Man, a pleasure to watch him work at that end of the floor.
For Miami, they've gone 4-4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Wade kicks to LeBron. Ejected by Young. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Ray Allen is checked in for Dwayne Wade. Allen kicks to LeBron. Knocks down the three ball. LeBron's got his second bucket tonight.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Man, I don't know, Clark. I think there might be even more defense in warm-ups. I mean, this is kind of embarrassing.
Well, you know, you look at LeBron James, maybe more than any other player in NBA history, he's great in a way that transcends position. Size, skill, savvy, know-how. I mean, he's got it all. You know, it looks like despite the injury he's got, he's still able to deliver. That's what he's showing us right now. Oh, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's with them.
Yeah, but you don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up, though, either.
Now we're going to talk about LeBron's ability to really play any position on the floor. When you look back, has Steve there ever been a player you could say that about?
I'm not sure if you could say that about both ends of the floor. I mean, there's a lot of great defensive players who could guard everybody. Scottie Pippen or Dennis Rodman. Offensively, Magic Johnson could play any position he wanted, but to be able to do so at both ends is what separates LeBron James.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Greg Oden, he's checked in for Bosh. Battier comes in for LeBron. And it's Norris Cole in for Mario Chalmers. Kaman's shot is good. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, it's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. Three-point play chance here. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And I like their aggressiveness, too, tonight, because they're getting penetration, and that's allowing them to get some easy hoops.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Hill's checked in. And again, it's the Lakers. The Heat leading by 4.
Well, since the new CBA, the league has made the luxury tax much more punitive. But certainly the Lakers blessed with the financial wherewithal to be a tax-paying team. The problem is it can hurt your flexibility under the new rules just to make deals, and that's going to be the challenge for LA.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Chris Anderson is checked in for Oden, and it's James Jones in for Ray Allen. Here's Blake after the made shot from Jones. Blake dishes to Johnson. Good, and the assist goes to Blake. Johnson's got his first 2 points. Well, you talk about the huge fan base for the Lakers, Clark, one of the marquee franchises, certainly in the entire NBA.
I would even stretch that to all of sports, Kevin. The market and their finances clearly have helped them gain that stature, but you can't shortchange the organization, the people making the decisions. They've been a winner for a long time, and that's been the magic ingredient that's attracted fans, players, sponsors, the full package.
And Cole kicks to Jones. Good ball movement here by Miami. Outside Lewis. And that one's good. Lewis has got his first 3 points of the game.
Boy, has there been any defense played yet in this game?
Nope, this game has been all about rapid-fire offense early.
Blake kicks to Hill. Farmar. Johnson goes in. Good. Johnson's got 6. Miami leading by 5. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. It's stolen by Hill. Now Farmer. Kicks to Blake. Throws it up high. Tipped. It's Jones on the wing. Lets it go from deep. And again, Miami with the triple.
Looked like the defense was totally scattered on that fast break. Nice job taking advantage there with the wide open 3.
Blake. Again, Los Angeles. Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside Lewis. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Heat out front, up by 6. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.
Tune in next Sunday, January 26th. Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs take on LeBron James and the Miami Heat. Live from American Airlines Arena. Be there.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
And that first quarter was all about pace, guys, because this club really got out into transition.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, they're... important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
I'm with you, Kevin. You can't fault him for that. I mean, just let him go. Who cares?
Reed, good. Lakers trail by 6.
One thing with Wade that doesn't seem to be going away is his quickness off the dribble. He still has that devastating crossover. He may not be able to do it every night, but there are nights when he just looks like he's right in his prime. Well, this is what happens when he gets on a roll. You are not going to see a better rhythm shooter than him.
LeBron kicks to Bosh. Here's Sacre. And the rejection by LeBron. Three-pointer. And the shot is good. LeBron's got 8 points. And Wade has a number of elusive moves for getting into the lane. He hit the spin, the Euro step, which I love.
Yeah.
And the windmill crossover.
He's got it all. I mean, he's figured out how to get to that bucket. And I think the crossover is probably his custom move. Just as he changes direction, he swings the ball quickly over his head to the other side, avoiding the rips. And he makes it look so natural, you might think nothing of it, but youngsters around the league go to school on that one. That's a heck of a move.
The Lakers have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. The Lakers making a switch here. Chris Kaiman's checked in for Robert Sacre. Saul comes in for Jordan Hill. Kobe's checked in for Antoine Jamison. And it's Nash in for Steve Blake. Chalmers with it. Guarded now by Nash. Wade kicks to LeBron. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. 11 points for LeBron.
You know, Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra worked his way up from the very bottom in that organization. I mean, he got his start as a video coordinator, and through years of hard work and dedication has really become an outstanding coach.
Nick Young's checked in for Wesley Johnson. Kamen's shot is good. Kamen's got his third basket of the night. Miami leading by 8. The drive by LeBron. That's good. And back to Coach Eric Spoelstra. As a guy who got his start as a video coordinator, picking the game apart, Steve, he's very comfortable with the new advanced stat and analytics in the NBA.
Yeah, and I got a chance to speak with him quite a bit. He says that the way they use advanced stats is just as a conversation piece in the coaching room. Their analytics department will bring them various information, and it will force them to ask questions, which is very healthy for a coaching staff to do.
Here's Kobe, and the Lakers check on 2 more.
When they pulled up from mid-range, more often than not, they buried it.
You know, that's not always the number one option, but if the defense gives that to you, you got to take it.
LeBron, good.
You know, he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
You know, no denying it's been a heck of a run the last few years for the Heat, but you can't help but wonder if the impending 2014 summer of free agency could be the end of it all. The big three came together in a flash of lightning, it seemed, but it could end just as fast if one or all decide to opt out.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. And Clark, as you were saying, the trio of LeBron, Wade, and Bosh all have options in their contracts to become free agents in 2014 if they choose to. And, Steve, you have to think that at least 1 or 2 of them might exercise that right.
Well, you know LeBron will, because he's the most underpaid athlete probably in the history of sports. He's worth 10 times what he makes. But it's going to be interesting to see what Miami does here the next couple of years with their roster.
.144 left in the first half of basketball. And finished off by...
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And I like the way he capped that drive off, guys, with the one-hand punch.
Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got 3 assists in the game.
This defense is giving their shooters free rein to operate from behind the arc.
That's right. I think it's time for them to start closing down. You've got to run shooters off that three-point line. Well, you know, he has shot the ball well, but it has not been contagious. His teammates, they haven't had the same groove, and that's why we're looking at this result so far.
Allen outside, lets the 3 fly, and again, Miami with the kicker.
Well, Allen is the all-time leader in three-pointers made past Reggie Miller a couple of years ago, so obviously you have to worry about him out there, but what makes Allen so good is that he can also put the ball on the floor, get into the paint, and score at that mid-range area as well.
And he really has a fondness for those corners. I mean, you just can't help off of him. Too much of a threat from out there. You've got to stay connected to him.
Cole's shot is good. Cole's got 5 points in the quarter.
And that's a difficult shot in the face of a defender that towers. It's over.
You know, he almost seems to enjoy those mismatches, Steve. It gives him a chance to show what a strong finisher he is. Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Battier kicks to Bosh. And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession. Young with the steal. And oh, here we go. Farmar's got it. The fast break chance. And it's blocked by Cole. Farmar passes it to Gasol. And a great assist by Farmar as that one goes in. Farmar's got his third assist on the night. Fires it up. Allen, that's good. Allen's got 7 points. He gets it up. The shot misses. And so we wrap up the first half. Heat lead by 8. And coming up after the break, it'll be Damon Bruce breaking down all the highlights from the first half of play.
Now, presented by Sprint. And we've played 2 quarters out at American Airlines Arena, and a great game is in progress for our halftime show. An impressive start for the Heat. A top-tier team looking strong with the best record in the conference. And LeBron is absolutely dominating. His shooting percentage off the charts right now. He's got the magic touch from the field, no question about it. And hanging tough, the Los Angeles Lakers. A dramatic advantage in the paint. They're getting right in close and converting the kind of buckets they want. Kobe Bryant, huge impact. We all know he can deliver huge performances, and he could be on his way to another. And let's go around the NBA, checking on our other game. The Denver Nuggets trailing the Blazers out in Portland. Big deficit to make up for them in the second half. And that will be all for us. Thanks for stopping in, and we'll see you next time. The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
A magnificent view of glowing high-rises in downtown Miami as we welcome you back.
What a game for LeBron. He has 15 points, and from downtown, he's buried 3 three-pointers.
Yeah, when he's been able to get squared up and get a good look at the basket, it seems like everything's been going in.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Miami, Chalmers and D-Wade are the guards. At the forward spots, James and Hazard. And it's Bosh in at the 5 spot. Kobe against Wade. Kobe attacking.
I've really appreciated their activity in the post today. I mean, their movement down low has been great.
Yep, ball movement, player movement. They're generating a lot of easy opportunities for themselves down there.
Without question, Kobe Bryant's always going to be known as one of the great scorers in the history of the game. But for the kids watching at home, it is really worth reminding you of this. He can do it all. He's fundamentally sound in all aspects of the game. He defends, he rebounds, he passes. To be one of the true greats, you can't just focus on one thing. You need to be able to do a little bit of everything and do it all well.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Wade from outside. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got 5 assists tonight.
They've been good on all 3 of their shots since coming out of the locker room at the break.
And for Kobe Bryant last season, right at the top among shooting guards and rebounds and assists.
And despite his workload offensively, he's a very good defender too, especially on the ball. He's been all defense 9 times on that first team. 12 all-defense selections overall in his career, tied with Kevin Garnett for the all-time lead in both categories.
And Young, here we go. Gets it to go. Young's got 5 points now this quarter.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball, just having their way down low.
LeBron dishes the back. And it's Miami with another.
His shot's been pretty accurate today, but he has not had his usual share of opportunities.
Kobe against Wade. Kaman kicks to Nash. Nash gets a screen from Kaman. Young outside from downtown. And another 3 for the Lakers.
That's 4 straight from the field, guys. Off to a quick start this third quarter.
Well, for the past month, it's been quite a three-point shooting display for these small forwards. Just check out their percentages from long range. LeBron James third.
Now, these guys are all constant threats on the perimeter. Shooting the 3 isn't all they do, but it's a lot of what they do.
And as small forwards, they can take it straight to the hole and get their points in close, too. I mean, all of these guys can hurt you inside and
drives in. That's blocked.
Finally a miss, but still 4 for 5 shooting to start this third quarter.
And finished off by LeBron.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Chalmers against Nash. Back to Gasol. Nice move. He takes it up and lays it in. Gasol's got 6.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
Gasol, a screen on LeBron. And Nick Young with the slam.
Boy, taking it hard to the rack for the big throwdown.
And give an unofficial assist, Clark, to his teammate for setting the... Screen that freed him up.
Yeah, good call, Kevin. That was really the key. Key to the play.
LeBron with it. He's got 21. Chalmers, defended by Nash. And there's Mario Chalmers on the assist by LeBron. LeBron's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
It seems to me Nick Young is the perfect guy to have coming off the bench because he's a volume shooter and scorer who can get hot in a hurry. But I think his best role is to play him kind of in a Jamal Crawford type role.
Hill with it. Oden picks him up. And Kobe, here we go. Hill.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better. The pass, the catch. Or the slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agreed. All of the above.
And Chalmers gets to Allen. And the Heat got another bucket right there. Going back to Nick Young, Clark, mostly a scorer.
He sure is, Kevin, an athletic 6'7" wing. I don't think there's any reason he can't be a plus rebounder and defender, but it's clear that his focus primarily has been on the offensive end.
Nice shot by Jamison.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Lakers trail by 10. Outside, Kobe. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
And you hear the crowd murmuring. I don't think they agreed with the officials on that one.
See, I tell you what, they're really letting him have it.
Pau Gasol is checked in for the Lakers. Nash comes in for Kobe.
I love his kind of mid to long range jump shot. It's a specialty of his, especially in catch and shoot situations.
You're exactly right. He's a very skilled catch and shoot type of player. I mean, it adds a dangerous element to his game that he can make that jump shot.
34 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Lakers passing it around. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
And you can hear the reaction of the fans to that call.
Well, it's obvious they did not like it, Steve.
LeBron is checked in for the Heat.
His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
And here is Blake. He kicks it to Nash. Feeds to Blake. Pass to Jameson. From the arc. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
I think he's been kind of passive today. And, maybe that one will get him going. I think for them to be successful, he needs to be the one to do the bulk of the scoring.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. It's the Heat up by 7. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break.
On tap this Saturday, January 25th, Kevin Durant and the Oklahoma City Thunder take on the Philadelphia 76ers. Don't miss out.
The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Miami?
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And they continue to knock down the long-range three-point shot as well.
So for the Lakers right now, inside the 7-footers, Gasol and Kaman. Nash and Bryant in the backcourt, and it's Young in at the 3, the small forward.
Another good offensive possession for him. He's trying to shoulder the load here for his team.
Young against LeBron. Wade. There's the triple. Christina with the rebound. Nash against Badio. Nash kicks to Kaman. Gasol. And now looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
Yeah, and as many times as you see it, Clark, you never like to see a player have to come out of the game with an injury.
Especially when it's your own teammate. But the other guys just have to step up in the meantime to make up for his absence. Next guy up is what we say.
Chris Bosh is checked in for Greg Oden. Steve Blake's checked in for the Lakers.
Well, that was a huge miss there, guys. He had the opportunity to turn this into a one-possession game.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. It's going to be Wade shooting. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant.
And as he has gained more experience in the league, Wade has taught himself to rely a bit more on his jump shot and a little less on attacking the rim. But still, you see his confidence really lies in his ability to attack the lane.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yes, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Tries from 16. Rejected by Young. Blake kicks to Kobe. Battier with the steal. In transition, here comes Miami. And here's the second to finish it off.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure or dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted. The aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
That's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
And Wade, still a player who thrives on getting in the lane, Clark, and for his career, under 30% from long range.
Yeah, you know, his jump shot is more of a mid-range weapon, quite honestly. He loves the bank shot, loves the floaters, and is always looking to get somebody in the air with that pump fake. And usually, more times than not, guys bite and he gets free throw.
He gets to the line, you're right. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address his team. He was absolutely adamant, saying, don't let them off the hook. Let's keep our foot on the pedal and keep doing the things that have gotten us here this far. We're almost home.
Backing down is Bryant. Back to Young. Now it appears an injury. Out on the floor, and that does not look like any fun.
Yeah, and as many times as you see it, Clark, you never like to see a player have to come out of the game with an injury.
Especially when it's your own teammate. But the other guys just have to step up in the meantime to make up for his absence. Next guy up is what we say.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for Betty. Allen comes in for LeBron. And it's Chalmers in for Norris Cole. Well, he's making a switch here. James is checked in.
And now both of these clubs really in a groove here.
Already a high-scoring game, but it has become an offensive showcase down the stretch.
And Kobe, here we go. That is good.
He is feeling it. A terrific percentage from the field.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. From deep LeBron. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. Chalmers has got 3 assists in the game. This is it to Kobe. 13 feet away. Blocked. Hamer. Plays again. Again, the Lakers.
You got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the boards.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass.
And it's the Lakers on the break. Leads him in there. Here's Kobe. And the layup falls. Kobe's got 4 this quarter.
When you can make adjustments to the shot in mid-air and midstream and still knock it down, you know you're flowing.
Knocked loose. Here's Young. Cut the bucket. Now just a 5-point Heat lead. .132 left in the fourth quarter. Chalmers past to Bosh. There's the lob to the hoop.
How nice is that alley-oop? Those two really have a good connection.
They read each other so well.
And it's the receiver, feel like he had the need to go for the monster finish. Just laying it in, making sure he got the points.
Steve Nash checked in for the Lakers. The kick out to Young. Puts it up. And the Lakers check on 2 more. 1:16 left here in the fourth quarter. And Chalmers kicks to Wade. Drops in the tray. Wade's got 21.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
Yeah, in fact, 3 of the last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Damon's shot is good.
Well, I think he's really willing his team on. Now, he's carrying them. He's doing it all. He's yet to miss a shot.
LeBron drives in. Gets it to go.
He's been so reliable again today, Kevin. They need his points, and he's providing them.
Shot's good by Kobe.
It's going to take something special, maybe a miracle for them to come back right now.
How about a little luck?
There's 47 seconds left in the game. Chalmers dishes to Wade. And he commits the intentional foul. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth. And now they decide to foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. They're both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Good work at the line to stretch that lead out a little bit.
Buries it. And now they trail by just 4.
See the way he times his passes so well. That's a great assist.
And an intentional foul right there. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. He's able to hit the second one, and that puts them up by 5. This is a huge possession.
You've got to execute under pressure. We're going to see what they're made of. Late reaction from the defense, and he's always going to make good on that.
And now we've got the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
Those are big free throws, guys, because now it becomes a 2-possession game.
For 3, Kobe. Yes! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Kobe has been sensational.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Smart foul there. You got to try to extend the game.
Yeah, it's still close, but they're fighting that clock as much as the score right now.
He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
A chance to tie it up, Clark.
A 3 would make it happen.
It's in! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
What shot have I ever seen one?
Yeah, very gutsy there. What more can you say? He got it done at the best time.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 3-point game.
Absolutely massive free throw. That'll force them into a 3-point attempt.
Nash outside. Buries the triple. A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
His shooting has been good, but overall, I think his output has been somewhat limited. The defense really keeping him from getting the number of shots he'd like.
From deep LeBron. Oh, it's no good. And we're headed to overtime. Regulation is ended and we're heading to overtime. And we'll return shortly. Start of overtime, just upon us as they get ready for the jump ball. It'll be the Heat off the tip. And so they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Lakers. Nash and Bryant in the back. Inside the 7-footers, Gasol and Kaman. And it's Young in at the 3 spot.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve. He's so clutch, Kevin. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. Young's got 28 points for the game.
Boy, it's been a poor defensive effort. When that ball has gone inside, into the post, they've been in trouble.
Yep, points in the paint clearly going against them now.
LeBron with it. And Kaman picks him up defensively. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Haslem. 31 points for LeBron.
He's been working some magic out there today, guys. This lead has been largely his making.
Outside, Kobe. 13 feet away. Again, Los Angeles.
Guys, he's one of the main reasons this game is tied up. I mean, he's done his part to keep them in it.
Here comes Dwayne Wade. LeBron James on the wing. And again, Miami with the triple.
It seems like they've given up far too many points from the 3-point shot today. A lot of open looks out there.
I agree, Steve. The defensive rotations have been abysmal.
And again, Kobe Bryant. Kobe's got 4 points in the quarter.
Not trying to rattle any rims or racks there. Just up and in with the finger roll.
Double team on Wade. Wasted no time on that one. And the Heat lead by 3. Nash against Chalmers. Here's Gasol. High, arcing shot. He lays it in.
And yeah, they're moving the ball now. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assisted buckets.
Steve, nothing makes a coach smile as much as pure, selfless teamwork.
Such an aggressive attitude he has. No invitation needed for him to take it strong to the basket.
Shot's good from Young.
And that shot sucked the life out of the whole building.
Oh, that was a big one, Clark. You can hear it.
Yeah, that was a gut punch right there. These fans, oh man, they're strong.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
There's the feed to Kobe. Wade is covering. Sinks it. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1. And here's Miami. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with a victory.
It seemed like they hit every big shot they had in that game. Their offense was clicking, but really clutch in big moments.
That's ideally the way you want it to unfold on the road, Steve. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into the game.
And the rim must look enormous to him right now. Everything falling.
And I'm not sure if it's ever going to stop.
And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
And you love the concentration. Gets hit, but stays with the play.
Yeah, he showed a lot right there. Plenty of concentration, finding a way to get that shot to fall.
One shot.
And one puts them in a very nice spot as they stretch that lead out a little bit.
Timeout called the Lakers. They trailed by 5. 29 seconds left in overtime. Here's Nash. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside, Kobe. Lots of room. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Very clever passing. That was just beautiful.
Done. And they go to the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside. And that's an intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. And the Lakers have possession.
This definitely wasn't the way they envisioned overtime working out.
Rejected by LeBron.
It's going to be a tough loss to swallow. They just didn't have much gas left in the tank once we got to overtime.
And so it's Miami winning this one. You know, Clark, they couldn't put him away in regulation, but after a superb performance in overtime, they managed to get the job done.
Yeah, just an amazing game, but they pulled away at the end.
And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And now, Jordan presents our player of the game, LeBron James.
Another instant classic game here in Miami as they finish in overtime by 7 points, 130 to 128. Miami wins it in a thriller again with the Lakers. Brandon Hayward got healed now. We're ready. JJ Redick is also with still hamstring. Danny Granger's now healed. Dwight Howard's now healed. Patrick Beverly, Tracy McGrady, and Wesley Matthews, Trevor Booker, and Glenn Rice Jr. in the PBA import. That was not in real life. So, let's check out the field box score. What a great finisher in Miami, down to the wire in overtime. 135 to 128. Miami wins it like its first match, but not in fourth quarter because LeBron James he didn't get the chance to win the game. But LeBron James scores 41 and 10 assists. Wade got 33, Nick Young got 33 points, and Kobe Bryant got 32 points. Check out some rotations update for it. Dwight Howard is ready to heal. Even Danny Granger is healed. And now we're ready to working for now. We'll check out the updates to recover sprained ankle. You know the last time. So, we wrap on January 23, and now next game on our hand, going to January 24. We got the only game on ESPN Friday. We don't have the next game here, so we got Chris Paul of the Los Angeles Clippers, along with Blake Griffin, take on Derrick Rose and Joakim Noah of the Chicago Bulls. And let's check out the game. How many games today? 13 NBA games together. We got the Lakers Magic, Raptors Sixers, Clippers Bulls, Grizzlies Rockets, Wizards Suns, Pacers Kings, Spurs Hawks, Thunder Celtics, Mavericks Nets, Bucks Cavaliers, Pelicans Pistons, Bobcats Knicks, and Timberwolves Warriors. And that will be the next first two games. We'll skip the Lakers Magic, Raptors Sixers. So we got the Lakers and the Magic, and Magic! How about that? Defeat the Lakers. Now, what's the Lakers doing on? What's going on the Lakers? What's going on the Lakers are now 4-game winning streak. They lose in a 4-game winning streak, and then they fail in a knockout at start. Starting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That will be the first of 6-game road trip for the Lakers, and now they struggle, including surprise against the Raptors, and now they lose against the Magic. Let's check out what happened right now. Nikola Vucevic got 18, Nelson got 18, Harris got 17, Oladipo got 14, Glenn Davis got no triple-double as well, Pau Gasol got 32, Kobe Bryant got 27-14. That will be right up a fine here in the game, in a hard spot. And then, now the Raptors and the Sixers win by 6. 28 points for Nerlens Noel, 26 points for Jason Richardson. And then, for the Raptors, we got Rudy Gay, got 34 points. And Kyle Lowry got 29 points, 9 assists. And DJ Augustine got 21 points. And now, we're off to Chicago Unite Center. That will be another interconference duo. We're on the Unite Center Chicago featuring Derrick Rose of the Chicago Bulls take on trying to get rid of the Dawson DeVries right here because left trigger and button right there. So we got Chris Paul of the Los Angeles Clippers take on Derrick Rose of the Chicago Bulls. And more importantly for the Clippers jerseys, the Clippers gonna use Natico sleeve jersey as the looks like a light blue jersey for the Clippers, as the Clippers gonna use the light blue jersey as the sleeve. And I see the Chicago Bulls right and checking the alternate jersey. We don't have alternate yet, but we don't have yet the alternate jersey so far. We're gonna be due. So next game we're in, we're up to United Center. We got interconference battle featuring Chris Paul and Blake Griffin of the Los Angeles Clippers take on Derrick Rose and Joakim Noah of the Chicago Bulls. And in game 2 of the Western Conference Finals, see Shai Gilgeous-Alexander gets the young MVP, wins the MVP awards for SGA as the OKC Thunder take it game number 2 to take it 2-0, 2 wins away to return trip to the finals for the first time since 2012. And that'll do it for now. This is Andre Kenshin. Want to finish here in overtime as the Heat beat the Lakers 135-128. This is Andre Kenshin. Say so for American Airlines Arena in Miami. Now, next game, we're off to Chicago for the LA Clippers. Take on the Chicago Bulls here in United Center. Sign up and peace out. Good night, and we'll see you tomorrow. Reminder, we'll see you tomorrow. We only have one game on the upload Saturday for the LA Clippers take on the Chicago Bulls here in United Center. Sign up and peace out. Good night, and thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow here in Windy City. Sign up and peace out. Good night.